Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, what's going on? Weird. There we go. All right. Hey, Plexus, how's it going? Happy birthday. Damn, I just lost. Yeah, sorry, I didn't. My stream didn't actually break. The cam link froze. Sorry about that. I should have checked that first. And another two-parter. I'm gonna have to what link these together. I think it might be okay on Twitch, but yeah, I think YouTube broke it. Sorry about that. Oh wait, am I? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not live. Oh Jesus, that's Plexus from last week. Let me try this again. There we go. All right, I'm back, kind of. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. The chem link froze. It was weird. I couldn't see anything that was wrong. But I was watching the last week's and Plexus popped up on the chat for last week. So Plexus is in here, but happy birthday, Plexus, for being 22 on the 22nd of February in 2022. Oh man. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, that wasn't an internet thing. That was a video adapter thing. Too many moving parts. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's gonna be. Wait, what's going on? Yeah, started a new one. Of course. Oh, and it's wrong again. Yeah, that's right, because I changed the. I'm having no luck. Yeah, I changed the. Notification. Great. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I restarted the stream. But yeah, YouTube always drops it. Sorry. Yeah. I didn't save any of that. Okay, well, I'll go into the previous changes. Alright, so my wrong notification goes out again. Crazy. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter now because it's already updated. Sorry about that. Well, thanks for hanging in there, everybody. Okay, so I think when I get boring, the it decides to just cut away. Yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, the notification went out again. Great. Great job. Oof. All right. Well. Yeah, odd. So yeah, so both. Well, yeah. I guess the audio though. Maybe it was just frozen, but still talking, huh? Yeah. So just my video cut out because that's only picture. All right. Well, thanks for hanging in there through this chaos. Where's my channel? Yeah, I need a checklist of what to do. Yeah, everything was green. It was funny. No drop frames. Everything was green, but it was the adapter that just went up. Nice. All right. Hey, unknown girl, how's it going? Yeah, it's not a bad. It's not. It's too bad, except for my Oh, come on. Except for my video adapter. So we're back. I keep having these two-part streams. Nice. Oh yeah, thanks again, Unknown Girl, for the commission last week. That was very sweet. A good idea too. All right, so maybe just very empty jars. Oh yeah, that's what we'll do. Do very empty jars and a slice of bread. They don't have enough left. But that was my boring, King Kong story. So, oh yeah, well, maybe I should find that. I'll put a link to that video because it's if you like movies, it's really worth listening to. It's funny, it's not quite 4 hours. The algorithm keeps recommending this thing to me over and over and over again. I've already watched the whole thing. That's really weird. I'm getting that a lot lately. Oh, back again. I've got a frozen story, or boring story censor, I think, on my account where I rattle on about nothing very interesting and it cuts me off. There we go. So that is Tarantino. Talking horror movies. Yeah, it's some horror movie convention or something. Maybe they did a panel or something. There we go. Yeah, that's what that YouTube link is. In case you're wondering what random thing I'm putting in there. But yeah, if you can stand the sound of their voices, it's very fun. It's a very fun listen. All right. So I don't know what all of this is. But yeah, I like the okay, so what is this? Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. Okay. All right. Yeah, but it's a really it goes into everything you can imagine, like Universal monster movies and the Italian giallo films. Is it giallo? Giallo, like, bloody horror films, and a lot of like crazy traditions, and even the Italian zombie movies. The I guess like the producer, like the company that distributed Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead. They in Europe they just called those movies zombie, and then they produced sequels. Italian directors produced sequels to those, and they're totally unrelated. Oh, that's a kind of a wacky piece of bread, isn't it? They're unrelated, but they kind of are in Europe are part of that series. It's a giant piece of bread. Okay, maybe just make these bigger. But yeah, good stuff. Nice movie geek stuff. Alright, there we go. Those are better proportions, I think. There's a nice little grouping. Yes, that would definitely be true. Or somebody that just likes to jam up my video signals once in a while. It's crazy. Yeah, I just don't have a stable enough situation. I guess I should have just like more calmly assessed what was going on, so that it didn't all have to get disconnected. So now it's going to be, oh, if I fill it, it should be fine, but not with a gradient. Oops, that's not black and white. There we go. So now I can just thicken it a little bit in this cheap way. Oh, I should do a weird, that'd be funny to do a weird, oh, that's the size, shadow around everything. There we go. Now everything looks appropriately thick. Alright, let's try some color. Yeah, I've had no luck. And let's do grape, right? Goofy purple, is that? Be a little bit more red in there. Yeah, let's go with this brighter color. Alright, so I totally lost my... Oh yeah, there's horror movies. But yeah, that link is worth it if you need to fall asleep listening to people geek out about horror movies. There you go. Perfect link. Needs to be brighter, I think. There we go. So let's do the light part of the bread. Am I going to be able to just fill this? Yes. And then the lid for the peanut butter. So is it... I don't have any reds. I'll do the reddish lid. A Jif versus Peter Pan situation. There we go. Alright. So talking through the coloring process, I always just say what I'm doing. Oof. Guess so. Fix it once it's there. All right. Oh yeah, I got to get back to that. Yeah, Archive 81 on Netflix. Yeah, that's good stuff. I have to. Wish I could just pull that over. I wish. Yeah. I started watching. I made the mistake. I should have watched Archive 81. I made the mistake of watching the remake, the Texas Chainsaw remake. Ugh. Yeah, that's one of my favorite. The 70s Texas Chainsaw is one of my favorite horror movies. It's just perfect. You know, it's just one of those perfect. The way that they, pretend. Based on actual events, super loosely. But I really love the tone of that movie, and just like how it escalates. So the last girl is just like shrieking hysterically, covered in blood. jumping in the back of a pickup truck. That's really good. And then so the only reason I watched it is because I saw from the trailer that they are bringing the last girl back, and then I found out, and then I read that it's not that actress. She died. So the '70s actress is dead, and it's just somebody, it's just a likeness. So that was depressing because thought maybe it'd be worth checking out if they revisited it with the original actress, kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis in the Halloween sequels, which I don't think are particularly good either. But this was terrible. I don't like the I wonder when that happened. I think that happened in the 90s. Where slasher films became, and anybody that's too young is not going to understand what I'm trying to say. Because you have lived in a world where it's always been like this. But in slasher films, you have to care about the characters to some degree and see them as victims. When in these modern slasher films, like kind of starting in the 90s, when everybody in the movie is an asshole, that you're just like, good, I can't wait to see them die. That's the wrong effect. And even like the Alien movies started doing that too. Like most of the cast of like Prometheus or Covenant or I think those are the two worst ones. Most of the characters are unlikable, just idiots, and you just like, oh, I hope they die. You're like, they're encouraging you to want to want bad things to happen to them, and that's not it. That's not what it's supposed to be. Like, and I think Texas Chainsaw is a good example of that. Like, there's the fat kid in the wheelchair that's really annoying, but he makes he raises the stakes and kind of the jeopardy because he's loud and demanding, and physically it's difficult for him to flee. Like somebody has to help him run away, and but that's the only guy that is like really annoying, and you still don't think, oh, I want him to die. You just think, oh my god, he's going to make it so difficult for anybody to survive this. But recently, the recent interpretation, I don't know if it started with Scream or what, is just that everybody in that cast of characters, you're not supposed to relate to them, you're just supposed to hate them and hope that they die. They're just like these weird, and maybe you're supposed to have a little bit of empathy for like the last girl, like right away the only character you care about, you're like, oh, she's going to be or he or she or whatever. They just keep changing it up. They're going to be the survivor. Oops. Yeah, that's wrong. Like that, I think that's the wrong feeling to have. But it's kind of like how zombie movies have become. Like you're supposed to, enjoy the kills of the zombies now. Like it's, because it's not people, you can just, mercilessly kill them. So killing zombies in creative, weird ways is so cool. Like that's a weird, like modern kind of reinterpretation. But I think that thing with slasher films, I guess like Friday the 13th got into that. They started to like make annoying characters, but still they were relatable. Like even like Crispin Glover and like some of the weirder kids in the Friday the 13th movies. Still, yeah, you didn't want them to, like, the whole feeling wasn't, oh, I can't wait till they die. But that's become a modern thing. Why am I? Oh yeah, that's right. Because the remake of Texas Chainsaw is just all about that, making the most annoying characters possible. They're all like involved in some. They're all one. One of them is a big influencer, some YouTuber or something. Oh, what's going on here? And they are taking over this small town and auctioning. He like spent all his money to buy this small town, and they're auctioning it off, and it gets this really weird storyline. But yeah, they're just trying to make you And you can kind of, and they set up a sympathetic last girl too, but everyone is so annoying. I think that's just, yeah, that's a wrong take on that, or at least, you know, that's a more recent interpretation that I don't think is great. What is going on? Yeah, my display, there we go. Display is very strange. There we go. Maybe it's a memory problem. Spoon. There's a memory problem that. Oh, that's right. So I screwed this up already. Yeah, I wanted to make these jars kind of empty, very low. So let's try to do that. All right. So. Yeah, I don't know, but I think most people have grown up with horror films being a bunch of jerks dying. They should be sympathetic jerks. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Yeah, back in my day, we didn't want everybody to die because they were annoying. That's definitely a recent interpretation of the world. I want everybody to die because they're annoying me. There we go. Okay. So that was my original idea, is to make it, maybe get this going. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, where's my chat? Oh, there we go. Cabin in the Woods. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, that's, Oh, wait, no, I'm getting confused now. Cabin Fever was Eli Roth. Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. No, I love that idea, the kind of Cthulhu idea of Cabin in the Woods. I thought that was done well. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very, very... Right. Yeah, and always, they won't kill off the person that you wish they did. Yeah, I don't know when that became such a weird comment. I think that annoys me the most with the recent Alien movies. That everyone is so hateful and weird, and they're just like spiteful geologists or whatever. It's like, what the hell kind of character is that? Yeah. It was very weird, yeah. Prometheus, that really stood out to me. Wow, could we make these bigger idiots that we don't care, or we will be happy when they're gone? Like, I don't think that's a great, a great way to do that. All right. And I think it is directors like going back to their movies and interpreting like what was good about it, not being able to get back in, because they've gotten older, they've changed and matured and made many different films since then. So it's hard for them to put themselves back in maybe back in that mindset, or just the times have changed enough that they think maybe it's an outdated way to look at stuff. But yeah, it's very odd. Yeah, sequels do that a lot. You can always see, because it's usually not the original filmmakers, but a lot of 30 years later sequels misinterpret the nice bright pink. There we go. Misinterpret why people love a certain franchise or whatever, and kind of go. Let's go a little brighter. Yeah, they go a little wrong with trying to sell something. I think Disney is the most notorious for not quite getting. Actually, there's a really good, I guess a channel that had done a lot of Star Wars criticism. Say, okay, I'm done doing this. This will be the last one. But it was really good. And kind of the same way that Red Letter Media helped us process how bad the prequel movies were. This this YouTuber did this essay about why the Disney sequel Star Wars movies were so wrong-headed, like just like didn't work. And the thing that they settled on was that they were too reactionary. Like they were too, okay, this was, let's not. So the first movie was anti-Lucas. Like Lucas screwed up the prequel trilogies, according to this, thinking. So let's not do what he did and screw things up. So let's do opposite of everything that George Lucas did. So minimal green screen and not digital filmmaking, and like whatever they decided was the opposite of the prequels. And then for the second movie, they thought they needed to do something new, so Rian Johnson did the opposite of everything that they did for Force Awakens. And then the third movie was an opposite of everything that had been done in the second movie. So it was just these weird reactionary movies that didn't care. They were reacting to something that didn't have anything to do with the characters, the story, or anything. Just the way the movies, told a story or whatever. It's just like the things that weren't important to good storytelling, good characters, and everything. Just like, well, we won't do that because that didn't work. So maybe it is just like, filmed by committee or whatever. Too many people, saying, yeah, we don't want to do that, sitting around like pretending like they know what they're talking about. But I thought that was a good take, is that it did feel very reactionary. And even that very first line that Max von Sydow has, this will make things right or whatever. And I noticed that right away. I remember back in 2015 even saying that. It's like, they intentionally put in one of those lines where they're trying to get things, off on the right foot. And they didn't. But I thought that was a good take, that they were just, I think the name of the video is the anti-movie, because everything was just a reaction to what had come before, and that's not a good way to make films. That's a good way to hone your market strategy or whatever. That's like marketing first filmmaking, but it's not a good way to tell interesting stories and create films that are gonna last. That was a funny way to do it. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think that's a very good point. Yeah, it's literally like, yeah, J.J. Abrams just had this checklist. He's like, all right, we want to do this, and we got to do this, and okay, all right, got it. I finished it, and he got it in on time and in under budget. Yeah, that was the most depressing thing from the behind the scenes of the prequel trilogy. That kept being reinforced is Lucas and Rick McCollum, the producer guy, was they kept talking about, yeah, on schedule and under budget. Like, who cares? Like, those aren't the good movie stories. It's like the ones that barely got filmed, that went crazy over budget and got out of control but still happened. So when they were constantly saying, yeah, on time, under budget, it's like, they're I guess they're trying to say, yeah, we're good at this now, or we're professionals. This isn't that young, reckless George Lucas. But that was so depressing when they just kept saying that over and over again. Yeah, on time, under budget. Like, okay. You remember, you came from that tradition of auteur filmmakers that were always asking for more money from the studio. Yeah, that was just, I guess, sign of the times. Yeah, right. Yeah, Matt, you're totally right. Sorry, I didn't see that comment. No, you're totally right. Yeah, everybody became the corpo scumbag in the later movies. the what's his face, the comedian that oh, I'm never gonna remember his name. Paul something. Paul I can't remember. Yeah, but the comedian in Aliens that played the corporate scumbag that locked Ripley and Newt in the lab. All right. Reisman, right? Oh, I can't remember. I love thinking about names on stream. It's so sad. All right. Let's do this. Riser, thank you. Yeah, I was close. You guys got it. Hey, I'm like the Jeopardy contestant that, the pressure's like hurting my recall. And you sit at home at Jeopardy and just like, come on. Yeah, Paul Reiser. Yeah, I knew something. I was in the ballpark. It seemed like in the Alien RPG, the few times we played it, that's a fun character to play. And I actually, the second or third time that we played that when I was a player, I died. And so there were a couple of NPCs that we could just take over to finish. And the NPC I took over was the Corpo. And I looked at the agenda and I was like, fuck. But it was fun. It was really fun to, disappoint everybody and piss everybody off. It's like, yeah, we're crashing this ship in case anyone has any other ideas. That's fun. So it ended up just kind of a standoff between me, one of the few people that could fly a ship, and the rest of the crew. And they notice, hey, wait, the cargo bay is full of eggs. What the fuck? And yeah, that was actually much more fun than I thought it would be. But yeah, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh no. I was the guardian. I was the savior. And then I turned into I had to play the rat, the turncoat. But yeah, that was surprisingly fun. I really like that. I would recommend those cinematic adventures to anyone that wants a short, just a few sessions of really intense role playing. Those are fun. Yeah, so I wonder if Blade Runner's gonna. No, it's not, because Blade Runner isn't so doomed. So I don't think they're gonna do that with the Blade Runner RPG. It's gonna be more like investigation and stuff. So maybe, so maybe that's what might be more like Gumshoe or whatever. Like it might have a clues and a goal and things. So investigative as opposed to everyone's gonna die. All right. Well, looks like we got some coloring done. So let's take a look at the comments. Bum, bum, bum. If the video continues to work. All right. Where is it? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, this arm does not like me very well. What's going on? I think it's... That's weird. It just does what it wants. This microphone is like so much lighter than what I had before, so I loosened all of the different joints of the stand-up, and now it just kind of sags and moves around all on its own. What are we talking about? Okay. Let's see if this works. Comments. Hey. Oh, actually, there may be... Oh, no, not yet. It's only 2:30. Okay. So, from the 17th... So, the 22nd hasn't gone up yet. So, today's cartoon hasn't gone up yet. So, if you remember from last week, there were concerns about this expanded definition of lunch. Uh-oh. Some people are going to wonder what that was trying to show. Not for me. Not for me. No concerns. A what? Not transparent trash bag and cold medicine makes it good. Oh, that's right. And we didn't do these last week because I totally forgot. So here's the February 15th, day after Valentine's. What? They couldn't agree on who had the worst job. Ew. I think I got across what each of them was. I hope. I have no idea what the first one is. Vacuum cleaner bag, yes, but the second one is barf bag. It's no contest. First one is a vacuum cleaner bag. I've seen ones like that with the filter and the square. Yeah, square place with the round hole. There's a bit of fluff next to it. Yay! People are reading my, or are able to. Neither their cousin tea paper has the worst. Nice. They had to open. They had to be open before any. For anything though. Open for anything. Nice. Nice. Yes, people figured it out. I gave enough clues, I guess. Yeah, I don't think those paper vacuum cleaner bags are even a thing anymore. I'm keying out. Yeah, I think those are quite dated. All right, and then the one before this. Oh, yeah. So February 10th. Now they knew why the parts had to be ordered separately. Another mysterious meaning. It was because all the parts would not fit in one package. Okay, that's lame, but it's all I could come up with. No, it was supposed to be something more sinister. Like they were building a bomb. You did well, though. Have a good day, my friend. Better than me. I couldn't come up with anything. Oh, another confusing one. Yeah, the idea was supposed to be, they're assembling a bomb or a gun or something that, you couldn't ship through the mail. Assembled. Yeah, I think the Dyson model of canisters now is the way. All right, and the 8th. Yeah. Oh wow, lots of likes on this one. The idea of bottomless cups was much more terrifying in practice. Still though, it beats the bottomless pot. Nice, Ed, always in there with a good. A bunch of little coffee cups. I think that was it. I think I've seen the rest of these. I got to keep remembering to like them. The toothpaste. Okay, let's try a few random ones. Ooh, look at that. A very large, it's almost like a technical drawing. It's so up close. But a cassette tape. The romance of a mixtape was lost in a playlist sharing world. Aw, he was a little mixtape. Oh, there's a little heart on it. Oh, I didn't. Damn, wait. Go back. Oh, it's random. I can't go back. Can I go back? Yeah, I should mark these. Oh, I already. There we go. And now, there we go. Boy, look at that. It's another big one. I think it's the scale is getting weird. Yeah, and I don't think that's a digital one, definitely. The scale is out of control. I'm drawing these really up close cartoons using the space of June 13th, 2017. Cigarettes didn't create the need for breath spray, but they also hadn't discouraged it. Oh, that's right. I think I looked up Banaka or something, what Banaka looked like. Yeah, the old 70s breath spray. Menthol cigarettes and breath spray. That's a combo. All right. So 20. Oh yeah, look at that. Totally different. Very minimalist. What is that? 2006. Box of Band-Aids. Hated to see his healing powers squandered. It's just a Band-Aid stuck to the ground. 2013. Oh yeah, I think I've already come across this one. Abandoned New Year's resolutions created strange debris. Yeah, that's right. Looks like vitamin supplements and something along those lines. Oops. Yes, you got it. A self-help book and a dumbbell. All right, one more. Menthol cigarettes are when you don't want to. Yes, exactly. Exactly, man. Yeah, you smoke menthols and no one will ever bum a cigarette. Yeah, I was never a smoker, but I'm sure that's, or like a serious smoker, but I'm sure that's true. So can I get? Oh wait, never mind. Can I get one of those? No, no thanks. The matchbook knew the phone number made him valuable. Nice. Another 2006. All right. I lied. One more. Another 2006. Wow, we're kind of stuck here. Dented was a blessing as compared to cracked. All right. Well, there we go. Yeah, the variety of looks for this cartoon. I mean, that happens, like, you know, most newspaper cartoons have like this evolution, but mine isn't a consistent evolution. It's like, oh, you're using different software now. Oh, you're using a different marker. It's completely changed. Oh yeah, yeah. CD, DVD. That's true. Yeah, that's gonna. Oh, that's so depressing, right? That physical media. It's like, why would? Yeah. So maybe in 10 years I'll be able to draw a DVD or a Blu-ray, and people will be like, what's that for? What goes on there? That's so funny. It's like, no, everything is just digital. It just streams to you. All right. Well, let's go back. Yeah, that's a really depressing thought. Let's go back to the drawing and write something up so I can show you guys some dehydrated strawberries. Why is this spinning like this? Nothing is working anymore. Maybe the table is off level or something now. I'll check that later. I don't think that's a fun thing for stream. Me to knock things over on the desk. All right. Yeah, that's going to be... Oh, let me try to get this off camera. There we go. That's going to be brutal. Yeah, if I didn't have to draw on the tablet, that would be perfect. Because I can put the microphone... Oh, it's not perfect because it's on camera. But that's a pretty good setup. All right. So, yeah, I apologize if you're on... If you're saying something on Twitch, my combined chat is not working. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's any unfortunate Twitch viewers not not having their comments seen. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. We've got the they have to stop meeting like this joke for today. Oh, so something about not having enough, not having enough left for another sandwich. Actually, there's too much in those jars, isn't there? Should be even less. So maybe just the end of their sandwich days. To confront, not confront, to acknowledge, deal with the end of their sandwich days. Or sandwich days were over, might be better. You just needed to admit. To admit. Be over. let's put this dangerously in front of the video. Spoon of his friend's days were numbered. Ah, yeah, that's right. The spoon could be the one that was the most despondent, yeah. Or didn't know how much more he would get out of it. Get how many more sandwiches he would get out of this. Uh, oh yeah, I think the spoon might be a good thing to focus on. Because then you won't, if you didn't look at the jars as closely, you'll read about the spoon and then look up. So that's a good thing to refer to. Let's see how many. This is getting long. Many more sandwiches. So, first thing, no, that's even longer. That would happen is they would stop making sandwiches. Let's see. Yeah, friends. Yeah, how much longer? Oh, that's good. Yeah. Losing faith and the ability to make sandwiches. Is there like a funny phrase or something? So, all along. Wait a minute, where's my caffeine? Yeah, they had one thing they needed to do, and it wasn't gonna last. Oh, so or something about one of those the thing that was beautiful about their sandwiches is they couldn't make them forever. They would not be able to make them forever. Maybe something like that. What made their so stupid. A little more romantic or more cute. I don't know, forget the English word for that, but heartfelt, whatever the affecting. What made their sandwiches beautiful is that they couldn't make them forever. Okay, that's stupid enough that I might actually go with that. What made their sandwiches beautiful is that they couldn't make. Is there a shorter way to say that? What made their sandwiches beautiful? They're the worst kind of sandwiches too. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Use like trying to use a fork or something to do something it can't do just because I don't want to wash anything. Yeah, I hate that. That's the and it doesn't really matter like when you wash it, but I always hate that like you just scraped all the crust off of something and then you go use it, everything that dried onto a knife or a spatula or whatever, and then you use it. It's like it's too soon. I knew there was cheese and fried grease stuff stuck to this before I used it. It's too soon. All right, and this is all I should have skewed the piece of cake, like differently. It doesn't look like it fell very tragically. So the ground was becoming a pretty delicious place. The floor floor was now the sweetest place to be. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That spoon. Using a spoon. And spoon is definitely better to use for jam, but not good for peanut butter. And spreading things with the back of a spoon. That's something my grandmother would do. All right. The floor was now something about rejected desserts, like rejected. Oh. They looked less tempting or attractive on the floor. The floor was now the floor. Oh boy! I wish I would have published it that way. That would have gotten a nice response. The floor is now the sweetest place to be. Oh, nice. Yeah, so clean you could eat off of it. Nice. Going something about. So it's all dessert. So it's all happening in an odd place. Rejecting desserts. What about something with the desserts? Oh, yeah. They were just on a tray. Yeah, the cotton candy spoils it because it's such a silly kind of fair or fair or carnival whatever food or snack. Yeah, they're all sweet, but something about yeah, but otherwise, yeah, that's perfect, except for me being lazy and drawing an ice cream cone and cotton candy. Free dessert. So dropped dessert. Something on the ground. Last desserts. Oh, that's good. That's good. Or yeah. What's the other expression? Getting your just desserts? No. Oh, yeah, dessert unpleasant. So the desserts getting their last desserts. They're getting their just desserts. Yeah, that might be stupid. The repetition of that might be stupid. That might be it. This couldn't possibly be there. Oops. They're just desserts. Uh, or totally repeating. Um, just this is going way too into like dad joke territory, I think. Uh, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just Desserts had gotten their Just Desserts. Uh, yeah, that's true. Something more that would put them on the ground because they could be anywhere. What's the gimmick of the cartoon? They fall in the floor. Yeah, something. If I put, yeah, maybe like little. Well, it still could be anywhere, but if I put more stuff, like debris, where'd my pen go? Of where they fell. It might. Might make it. Oops. Look more. More like they fell. Oh, this will just be floofy. Would anything fall off of cotton candy if you dropped it? I don't think it would. Let's see if that works. Maybe I'll just color it on a separate layer so I can change my mind more easily. Yeah, and it definitely looks more. You know, like an accident or tragic or something. And a little highlight. Yeah, maybe just let it, like, not repeat, but just let it. They'd finally gotten there. Just. Oh, that's it, because it's super ambiguous. So, finally gotten there. Just Desserts. So who they is it the desserts or is it the people? You know, somebody was served very poorly, served their desserts, and they all fell on the floor. Yeah, I like the ambiguous thing of that. They'd finally gotten. So the desserts. Oh no, that whole thing is like way off center. Let's move it around. There we go. Ew, hair on the ground. Ew, your dessert fell in hair. Yeah, that was the one cartoon I did with the the sticky roller thing, whatever those are called. Like it looks like a paint roller, but it's got tape on it, with all the stuff that would be stuck to it. I think that weird, I like that weird ambiguous joke. Uh oh, too much hyphonics influence. Yeah. Repeating the words, it wasn't as funny as I thought it was gonna be, and I like the like who what the ambiguity of they is funny. So the desserts had gotten their but they're desserts. Yeah. Okay, what made this? That's very beautiful sandwiches. Oh man, it's one of those weeks. Yeah, lint roller. Thank you, K5. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I did a lint roller cartoon, and the lint roller had all kinds of disgusting. All you have to do is put a couple of like curly hairs on a lint roller, and it's just it looks horrible. Okay, what made their sandwiches beautiful is that they couldn't make them forever. Okay, so I'm back to my old litmus test of if the jokes make me laugh, then they're good enough. They'd finally gotten their just desserts. Here's your just desserts. I dropped your desserts. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's pretty goofy. Pretty goofy. Alright. Alright, so it's time for some... So yeah, the inspiration for this convenience store purchase was for Valentine's Day, so guys don't have to do anything for Valentine's Day. It's supposed to be the women shopping for expensive chocolates, but they stopped doing that because nobody dates, nobody gets married, nobody does nothing anymore. So women buy chocolate for themselves, and that's about it. That's about what Valentine's Day is anymore. But of course in the US it's very different. So I was explaining that to my daughter, and I've done that for her a few years, and she just, yeah. But now she can kind of get it a little bit more, I think. And so I got her some chocolate-covered strawberries. And she'd never had one before. That's weird. I didn't realize that. She'd never had one before, and was blown away by how, because it was a kind of an expensive shop too. So the strawberries were really sweet, and the chocolate, it was just amazing. And they did that kind of thing where the strawberries were glazed a little bit under the chocolate. So yeah, it was perfect. They had like something on them. But so I saw they had chocolate covered strawberries at the convenience store, except they're dehydrated. The dehydrated version. So that's yeah. So I figured that would be fun to try to see what they taste like. Because if the chocolate's really cheap and the strawberries, yeah, are like too sour or something from being dehydrated, they might not be too good. So let's try that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's the same. And they tried it as an experiment in the '60s, I think. A candy company just said, "Hey, it's Valentine's Day, February 14th. Buy chocolate for your sweetheart, kind of American style." And they released a bunch of chocolate, in heart-shaped boxes and stuff. And men in Japan would just buy the cheapest chocolate they could, probably at like a convenience store, or just the smallest thing they could. Cheapest and smallest, just as the gesture. And so it just disappeared. And then I think in the I forget, it was quite a while, like a 20-year, like maybe back in then in the '80s, they brought reverse Valentines to Japan, and they said, "Hey ladies, you're better shoppers, you should buy expensive chocolate for the man in your life." And so they made all these delicious, gourmet chocolates and imported chocolates and things, and women, were much more discerning shoppers, and they bought very expensive chocolates. And you had to buy kind of levels of chocolates. The first way they kind of made the tradition happen was You bought levels of chocolates. So the expensive ones for your husband or boyfriend or whatever, and then friend chocolates for your male coworkers and things. So like smaller and cheaper chocolate. And so then it's just devolved because the relationship, the goal of relationships and marriage and everything is changing even here. And so now women just buy expensive chocolates for themselves. So you'll see these huge lines at these pop-up stores in the department stores or in different areas with a special chocolate from wherever, some Tokyo chocolatier, chocolate place that is making something special for the holidays, and it's insanely expensive. I saw it was a wooden box. I don't know why the box was wood, but there was like a wooden Godiva box that I walked by, like $150 for 12 pieces of chocolate. It was something really silly. So Godiva's pretty popular. Reverse Valentine's Day. Yeah, right. It should be it should be the end of a relationship, but they just switched the gender that had to do the shopping, and of course they were better shoppers. But now they aren't even having relationships anymore, so they just buy for themselves. So anyhow, I did the traditional thing, got my daughter some chocolate covered strawberries, but let's see how I did for myself. If I can switch over. Oh. There we go. There's a microphone coming out of the what is that? The cup noodle aisle. Oh yeah, down here, these tomato. Oh, you can't see my cursor, can you? But just below the microphone. Oh, I can point to it. Right there. Those are really good cup noodles. The tomato cup noodles. Right next to it is curry, but the tomato cup noodles are really good because they don't taste like cheap consomme. All right. So where did they go? Oh, there we go. Aha. So here we are. So chocolate covered. Oh, milk chocolate. Oh, what is the? Huh? Yeah, there's Ichigo. Yeah, so it's just yeah. So chocolate gake Ichigo milk chocolate. Okay, so it's milk chocolate covered. So yeah, maybe dark chocolate would have been a nicer thing, but yeah, here they are. You can see a little bit better. They're going to be these wrinkly little dried strawberries in milk chocolate, and these are actually kind of expensive. I think it's like $3. It's not. I guess there's a few in there, but usually these little packs are like $1. If they're like potato snacks or like the stuff I had before, that's all $1. So this was pretty expensive. So maybe it is actual, decent strawberries. Ooh. So there it is. Oh yeah, you can still see the texture of the strawberry. Maybe not on camera, a little bit. You can see the texture of the strawberry underneath underneath that chocolate. So yeah, it is an actual, full size strawberry covered in milk chocolate. But yeah, it's super sweet. It's that really like sickening sweet milk chocolate. So it's probably not going to be a great combination. Oh yeah. Oh no, the chocolate's terrible. It's like that really cheap Easter bunny chocolate. I forgot one of those like really cheap drugstore chocolate Easter bunnies. Like a milk chocolate one. Oh, it totally ruins it. Yeah. Oh, this is so disappointing. And much more expensive than it should have been. Yeah, because the strawberry's not strong enough, and it doesn't mix with that chocolate. It should be dark chocolate. This really sweet milk chocolate is really horrible. So let's try the whole thing, see if that helps. No, they don't. It doesn't. I don't think they know what's amazing about chocolate covered strawberries. So maybe you suck on it for a little bit. Yeah, because there's no moisture in the strawberry, the flavors don't mix very well. The chocolate's just really bad. That's too bad. Yeah, if I ever see a dark chocolate version, maybe I'll try it, but it's a real strawberry. Oh, yeah, I thought these were going to be good. Oh, it's too bad. It's super waxy, maybe so that it coats, so it coats nicely. Really, and doesn't melt. Really, really waxy, really, really sweet, cheap milk chocolate. It totally blows the whole combo thing. Very strange. Yeah, I think they make some snacks that are like a little cookie stick. They're shaped like a mushroom. They're a candy stick that's strawberry, chocolate, like two flavor top. Those taste more like a chocolate covered strawberry than this does. It's too bad. Hey James, how's it going? Yeah, they really blew it. Yeah, the chocolate, because this kind of thing is not like, it doesn't have any like characters or anything silly on it, so it wouldn't be intended for kids. But the chocolate is very kids chocolate. It's pretty bad. Yeah, that's kind of the thing in the U.S. too, like Hershey bars and things. They're a little too sweet. Like when you get older, like that super sweet chocolate in the U.S. is not good. Let me pull the microphone out of the cup noodle a little bit more. That's too bad. I thought this was going to be good. Surprisingly, the strawberry doesn't have a lot of flavor. The dehydrated strawberry doesn't have a lot of flavor. And it's a weird texture because it's kind of like a chocolate-covered piece of styrofoam. It's like eating a chocolate-covered packing peanut or something. Oh, it's too bad. Wow. I thought this was an easy one. I thought this was an easy home run. Come on, chocolate-covered strawberry. I just think they don't know what's interesting about that. It probably would be better like a chocolate covered like strawberry gummy or something would probably be a better, and not using cheap chocolate would probably be better than a dehydrated strawberry. Yeah, because you barely taste. It's like the texture of a dried strawberry, but it doesn't have much flavor at all. Yeah, but the chocolate that's made for kids is not very good, and if it's Nestle, oh my God, I've been hearing horror stories about who's making Nestle chocolate recently. But yeah, but Godiva and stuff I think is an American company. That's decent chocolate, overpriced, but it's decent chocolate. But yeah, but the smaller like gourmet, I mean, you can't compare to like European, like Swiss or Austrian or wherever they get really good at making chocolate. But in Japan they have that as well. Like they have like this much chocolate for $5 kind of thing. But it's amazing. The high cacao percentage chocolate, the nice bitter, and it's funny. Oh, Ghirardelli's, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot the companies in the U.S. Yeah, and all of the I guess because they're big international companies though, but all of like Snickers bars and everything, they've got a lot of Chinese stuff in them in Japan. So maybe all of Asia, they use the peanuts and supply the components from China. So I'm not gonna eat M&Ms or anything in Japan. Wow. Nice. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like good stuff, like good imported stuff, or good stuff that's simulating, like it's a Japanese version of like cakes or pies or different chocolates or candies or whatever. In Japan is really good, but it's also insanely expensive. It's if it's like foreign inspired, they just assume you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it, and often people do, especially on Valentine's Day. That's a real scammy time of year. I mean, I guess everywhere. But you can't buy roses. That was the one thing that was like very strange. You can't buy a dozen roses in Japan. Like a dozen roses is literally like $300 in Japan. It's insane. And most flower shops literally have a dozen roses. Like that's all they have. So yeah, one time at the tiny flower shop here, I was trying to buy a dozen roses, and the guy's like, "What are you talking about? That's insane." And then I looked at the price of a single rose, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, okay, I guess that is going to be kind of pricey." But yeah, pretty crazy. All right, so let me do some quick FTPing. But yeah, it was that was a shock. So yeah, like they have the affordable dozen roses in around Valentine's Day. They grow them for that season, but not not here. So that was pretty funny. So that must be shocking then for Japanese women in a foreign country. It's like, how can you afford all these flowers? Because here they would be insane. Although I do think they have, because I know for like the hostess clubs and stuff, they want you to buy flowers, or men bring flowers for their their rented girls there. So maybe there is a affordable way, but little flower shops aren't prepared for that kind of thing. But maybe in the cities, like near the hostess clubs and stuff, they have florists that can do that kind of bigger bouquets. Yeah, because I've seen them for ceremonies and stuff. They'll give big bouquets of flowers, but they're not. It's not easy to find. Anyhow, enough flower stories. So sorry about that disappointing strawberry. Oof. Yikes. Okay, so stay away from dried strawberries in super sweet chocolate. They just ain't good. Yeah, yeah, I should just buy my own. Yeah, I'm curious because you can probably get for your prostitute, basically girlfriend, you can get a bouquet of roses. I should find out how much those are in Japan, but I bet it's about that price because all of that stuff, like the bottles of wine and champagne and stuff at those clubs, are it's like, oh, you just spent $1,000 on a bottle of not good champagne because that's our markup. But that shows how much you care about that paid by the hour partner of yours. Oh man. But all right. So I think that's going to have to do it for this week. I got to do some driving, but thanks everyone for joining, and it was good to have you guys around. And thanks, Matt, for popping in. Hopefully I'll see you on Friday. And yeah, if anyone wants to watch some nerd talk on Friday about tabletop games and stuff, Upturned Table on YouTube. And every Friday, Thursday night with American time, we do a live kind of weekly news update and talk about various stuff, game related stuff. And abusecartoons.com is the website for this cartoon, and Abuse Cartoons on social media. We looked at the comments on GoComics, so gocomics.com/domestic abuse is the archive of all the previous cartoons, and the ones that you saw me draw will go up for next Tuesday and Thursday. And that's it for this week. So good night everybody, and take care. And if you want to support the cartoon, it's patreon.com/abusecartoons. So thanks for joining me, and please subscribe if you're just watching randomly from the video on demand, please subscribe to the channel to get notifications when I go live. I do this both on YouTube and Twitch, and even Facebook if you watch video on Facebook. But and I'm sure I could do it other places too. So we will do this again next week. Take care, everyone. And thanks for joining me. As usual, it was always fun to talk to you guys and come up with some goofy jokes from my little cartoons. All right, so see you again. Take care and be safe. Goodbye.